position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going to try to get it himself. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Michie Stadium alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Dances away. Wide open downfield. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Breaks into the open. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Tigers! He got a step and just dusted the field. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's short. And the returner goes down. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Makes the grab. It's Reed. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the 1st down. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. After the filthy move, he's got room. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be...
There he goes! They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. You're going to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Skips away from pressure. Spins away from the defense. Touchdown, Army! And they take it in for 6 more points. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got a man. It's Coleman. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Missouri wants to go fast. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Looking to scramble. Look out, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to soon forget.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the back. Turning it on.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Offense facing 4th down.
The Black Knights will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. And no guts, no glory. They pick up the 1st down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Black Knights will hustle to the line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Trying to get rid of it. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Making side adjustments here. fourth down, going to the air. Looking to take a shot. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's short. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the 4th quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Missouri!
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
That makes the score Missouri 45, Army 28.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's short. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
We'll take over. First and 10.
Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. This has to be some kind of trick. The punt team's on the field, and they're in the red zone. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit.
Makes the grab on the shot. Tons of room in the middle. Touchdown, Black Knights! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The give. They've got the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 9. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive, punting before 4th down. I don't think I've seen that since the game in the early... Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds space on the right. Powers through. And he's still running after the move. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
He fires a bullet to the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Looking downfield on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Back to pass. Into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Under fire. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that bump.
Touchdown, Army! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
The give to the back. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Manning. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. The sweet feet buy a little time. Breaks into the open.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. Michie Stadium alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Number 19.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.